What is up, everybody? I am Mason Khan from the Mockbuster YouTube channel, and if you didn't see my last video, I unboxed the Texas Chainsaw Massacre on Blu-ray, the Steelbook, and this is a glorious Steelbook, and I was so excited to rewatch this movie, and it got my figure itch tingling. So I watched the movie. I was in the spooky season, and like, you know what? I'll pick up the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Leatherface figure by Neca Toys, and I pulled the trigger, and oh boy, if you guys haven't seen what Neca Toys do, they make some super duper high quality figures for very low prices, and I'm still astonished on how they're able to make it so cheap, but I'm not complaining. I love me some Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This came a bit ripped and dented, but it's okay. We're gonna unbox this and take a closer look at Leatherface. Now here is the box. Who will survive and what will be left of them? The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I like how it looks like the original like poster art for the movie theaters, America's Most Bizarre and Brutal Crimes. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. What happened is true. Now the motion picture, that's just real. That's just as real. Then you have the back. Here is a little blurb. This is the tragic tale of 5 young friends who venture into rural Texas one hot afternoon and become victims in one of the most bizarre and brutal crimes in Travis County history. Many of them meet a horrific end at the hands of the murderous lunatic Leatherface in what comes to be known as the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So yeah, what do you think about my voice acting, guys? Anyways, I can't wait. It comes with so many accessories. Let's take a closer look and let's see. Open this up. The back here comes the little flap, and then we pull this out. So first off, we'll take a look at the accessories. Obviously, you can't have Leatherface without his iconic chainsaw, and the detail on this is absolutely amazing. You can see the blood spatter, and there's not just one coat of paint. There's multiple different types of colors. There's also splatter on the actual chainsaw itself. Again, now I had a little rough round. I was trying to put it in his hand, and this snapped off, so I had to super glue that back on. So if you see, that is why. There's also chipping on the paint. There's a gas tank. Blood is spattered throughout the entire chainsaw, and it is absolutely amazing. The detail that they put in these figures are absolutely amazing. Next is his cleaver. This little cleaver right here. Looks really nice. I like the wood markings on it. That looks really nice. And then there is cleaver itself. It has a nice metallic brush over it, so it looks like actual metal. So that's very nice. It has little indentings. Even even the wood itself is a little distressed because obviously it's not gonna be a pristine cleaver. So that's really nice. That's a really nice added touch. Next is this Bowie knife, and again, it's not very sharp, or never know. No, I'm joking. Again, they do really well on their blades and metallic items. Neca does. They've perfected the whole sheen with a bit of realism, with like indentures and little dimples on the actual blade itself, as well with the actual coating and color of that silver color of the actual blade itself. There's even scratches and everything's all dingy and stuff, so that's amazing. As well as the handle. You can see the silver for the actual screws. The detail is absolutely amazing on these tiny, like, look how little this accessory is compared to my hand. Like, it's super little, but yet they're able to pack in so much detail. Next is, I don't know, what would you call this? Like a hammer? I guess it would just be like a hammer. But This is the hammer. Again, it has that really fine, kind of glistening type detail and color on it. The hammer, the handle itself, the wood isn't as distressed as the cleaver, but that's okay. I'm guessing that's the wood that's supposed to pop out from the top. But again, the silver is perfected. And it's just that scene where the guy opens the thing and goes right in the guy's face. So at first I didn't know what this was. I was like, is this like a hook or something? But then I realized it's not supposed to be like this. It's supposed to be like this. So that's like the meat hook where he puts the lady in and she goes, and that's the meat hook. Again, the blood could be a little darker, but I'm guessing they're trying to go for that more fresh type blood instead of a older type oxidized blood. But again, as I said, with the silvers of their accessories, they're always going to be amazing. So we've talked enough about the accessories. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of the actual figure, and that is the Leatherface himself. And oh my god, this is absolutely amazing. Look at the detail and the quality, and it has like, it feels like an actual apron, even down to the stitching and down just to like the fabric on the inside, so it'd be realistic. It's tied up like that. But let's take a closer look at his face, because dude, look at the detail in his face. It has the accurate curly hair. You can see his grungy teeth. Honestly, it would be yellower. I don't know why it's so pearly white. But again, look at the. I'm getting distracted by the apron, because look how much detail. There's blacks. There's deep reds. There's brighter reds. There's like a tight little finish of red to signify that this dude's been killing a lot of motherfuckers, okay? He's been at it. He's not just killed a couple people. He's killed many people. No mustard stains, though. That's a bit weird. No mustard stains. But then you have his iconic tie. And then taking a look at the shirt, look how dirty and fucking dingy this shirt is. Imagine what it smells like. Jeez. Moving on to his fists and his arms. You have more blood on his fists as well as his arms, and it's all dirty. This dude hasn't taken a shower since the 40s, and you can tell. I think this is like a collarbone, like skeletal, his skeleton bracelet, because you know my boy Leatherface, he has to accessorize. You know, he's very sensitive about his fashion sense. But then looking back, there's no like stitching to tell you where the actual mask is on. I don't know if it's like a little strap behind the ears, but you can't really tell. It just looks like it's been shoved and glued into his face. Same with the other arm. It's dirty, grungy. And then this is removable. I just don't want to remove it. I kind of would have preferred the other look. Hopefully NECA makes the other look where he's wearing the actual, like here in the Blu-ray, you can see that he's wearing like a suit jacket and stuff. But that's neither here nor there, because this is his main outfit. And then the pants are really well done. Thankfully, this apron's here, so it really covers the diaper, but some of the I don't know if that's intentional, but some of the paint rubbed off onto the ass, Leatherface's ass. Leatherface, for being a heavyset man, he does not have that dumpy. So no dumpy for Leatherface. Is he packing though? He's kind of packing. I don't know what I'm saying. But this is where the big details come into play. The jeans and the boots, like you can see creases and stuff. So it's not just painted black. It's actually has creases and folds, an actual like degradation of the shoe, because this dude's been running around all Texas, you know. He's been a busy darn feller, and it's true Texan boots right there. Again, you have like the grass stains and the decoloration from his jeans. So that is Leatherface. That's the design and detail of Leatherface. Now let's get into the articulation. In ways of articulation, Leatherface has a what would you call this? A ball joint for heads. You You can go 160, but it will take a bit of effort. He can go up and down. He can nod, but not the best. He does not have an ab crunch because I wanted to keep the detail for that. He does have a peg in the arm, so you can go in and out. No bicep swivel, but he can go all the way around. And I like this, so he can, there's a ball joint, I believe, that can go up and down, but he can also, it can also swivel, so that's really nice. So there's no limit to your articulation. I wish it was doubly jointed so you can get one of those more dynamic poses, but I mean, you can do well with just that. And then the wrists is a ball joint, or is a peg, so it can go up and down. It can also slightly move. Not really. There's no joint here to keep, because there's no like line here. So you can move it slightly, but it's not preferred. You can just move, swivel around. Now looking further down below, there is a hip rotation, and this is kind of like a soft plastic. I don't know if the shirt is, the mirroring the bottom is made of a soft plastic, as well as the bottom, so you can squeeze it. So he rotates. He also has a ball joint in. See, they're separate joints. So there's a ball joint here that pegs into, but there's not real much articulation when it comes to backward movement. You can go up slightly, but again, he's Leatherface. He's not going to do splits, but he can if you want him to. You could be Jean-Claude Van Leatherface. But then he also has an elbow ball joint, so you can bend it at the knee while also being able to swivel. Next, down to the ankles, it can also go up and down as well as swivel, and you can tilt it, so it can go like this, as well as rotate and go up and down. This figure also comes with a separate head. This is a woman head. Now, I was kind of hoping for the dinner scene type head with the white face and the red lipstick, but you don't get that in this figure. But again, the detail and the definition of this figure is absolutely amazing. You can even see the fake eyelashes, his attempt at makeup. You can see where the original poor sucker got fucking whammed, and it's a perfect fit right there. So that's where he made the mask. So let's see. Here's number 2 to signify, and even the little tiniest details, you could tell this dude has a dirty freaking face. So yeah, this was the second head sculpt, and it looks absolutely amazing, but I'd prefer to keep him in the actual normal Leatherface head sculpt itself. So overall, what would I give this figure? I would give this figure a 9 out of 10 when it comes to detail, when it comes to articulation and the seamlessness of it having, you know, like you can't really tell the seam lines of the figure because they hide it very well. The detail is a 10 out of 10. Articulation could have been better, but for it being a Leatherface figure and not really expecting such dynamic poses, you can let it slide. Our accessories are abundant. I wish it came with like a little sign or something, but it's okay. And another cool thing about Neca Toys is that if you look in the box, on the back, it comes with a back screen, so you can make these poses yourself at home for figure photography. So if you take this, you place that, and you have him like in the movie where he's about to, where he hammers the guy right in the face. That's what it is. So yeah, I would give this figure an overall 9 out of 10. Amazing quality detail, and I got this for a really good price. I got this at my local EB Games, and it wasn't too expensive at all for being such a collectible and for being such high quality. It's absolutely amazing. So thank you so much. This has been my first of my NECA reviews. Let me know down below what you guys think of this figure. If you guys have it, if you guys want to get it, let me know down below any of your opinions. That would be great. Please leave a like if you like, and make sure to watch my unboxing of this Texas Chainsaw Massacre Steelbook. It's a great movie. I was kind of tempted on getting it on 4K Blu-ray, but I heard you know, the movie's dingy itself. Like, the vibe is all dirty. The film they used was dirty, old film. So even if it was on 4K, you're going to get a bit of extra detail. But most of the scenes are either really, you know, out of focus or dingy, or the film itself was not the best quality for 4K transfers. So I'm okay with the standard Blu-ray. It picks up the detail, and apparently there's no HDR on the 4K. So, you know, it wasn't that big of a loss, and I would have been spending $40 to import it from Germany. So it's not that big of a loss. Anyways, this has been the Mockbuster. I am Mason. Thank you so much for watching another video of mine. Please, please, please have a good day, night, evening, afternoon, whenever you're watching this. Please stay safe, and cheers. God bless.